YouTube channel. I'm just going to get to grips with some drone flying tonight. It's my first vlog, so new to the world. Show you the equipment I'm using just to get up to speed. Novice flyer, so this will pretty much show my evolution through the next however long until I stop doing this. But, right off the bat, the drone I'm flying right now is the Eachine Wizard 220S. I've got some Dal Cyclone props, brand new on it. This is just the standard camera mount that comes with it for the GoPro Hero 5 session. I've put some Velcro underneath and then cable tied it on. Menace antenna at the back there because the original one got ripped off. I'm using FatShark Attitude V2. I like these because you get quite a wide field of view. Second hand, so not much I can say about them out the box. And then this is what came with my Wizard. It's iRange IRX i6 X. It's got everything I need it to. Perfect for starting out. 2 batteries, so we'll just get through them and see where it goes. There'll not be anything too fancy, so it's just a case of flying and see what happens. this is me going to try out a place called Duffus Castle with the drone. Should be interesting. Been waiting all day for the winds to die down because it's been quite manic, but right now it's quite calm, although there's just been a rain shower. Rule number 1, don't fly in the rain. That will not go well. Rule number 2, wait for it to stop raining before you go out. We'll take this out and see where it goes. Well, here at the castle, and quite a good looking site. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, there should be plenty to fly through and round. So tip number 2, pick a spot and stick with it, especially if you know it well. So once you learn all the lines and stuff, you know where it's safe to fly, where your black zones are, where your transmitter can't quite pick up the video signal, especially if you're going to be flying around obstacles and things. So it's just good to know the limitations of the site itself. I mean, your drone's limitations never really change, but where you fly does. So that's what you have to adapt to, and never just go in and fly. But I've only got 2 batteries today, so we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Here I am at the castle. I thought I'd take just a wee minute to say what I hope to achieve with this vlog. What I'm looking at doing is just showcasing a pilot's perspective from novice, just progressing on from there, seeing like the learning curve and seeing what happens. I mean, I've been flying since November last year when I got my drone, but the weather over the winter has not been particularly favouring to fly. We've had snow, there's been a hell of a lot of rain being Scotland, but now that the good weather's in, it's time to ramp up the lessons. And the best way to learn is just by doing it. That's the simple truth of it. Flick that switch, go into rate mode. It'll feel different at first, but then soon you'll just be flying it and it'll not be an issue. But when you've got something like this to fly, why not? Well, that was a colossal mistake. Twice that's happened to me. I had a cable tie holding on the GoPro mount. When I hit the deck with this on, the cable tie snapped. So, top tip, make sure your GoPro is not going to fall off too easily. That was actually a really good flight. Just like you to bear in mind that I'm by no means an expert pilot. This is probably about my 6th time flying an acro. I've only got 2 batteries, so I've got to use the 2 batteries and then charge the 2 batteries and all that. So it's quite a breeze. Don't know if you can quite see. Just seems to take the drone that direction. Plenty open space, plenty of practice. Then a couple of good days when there's no wind, and I'm pretty sure I should be able to nail this. In some ways today was successful, on other ways it was very unsuccessful. I was not using today to show off any particular skills. I just wanted to, this is the first time I'm flying this particular site, so I thought, right, I'll just bring it out and see what happens. I wanted to document what happens just in a day-to-day life, things that can go wrong, things that can go right when you pull off that really cool trick that you're trying to do. I mean, even if it's just a 360 spin that you're trying to do, when you do it and you nail it and you just think, wow, I've done that, that's what matters, because that'll just drive you to try the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. I mean, there's gaps up in that castle there that my drone will fit through. But in my head when I'm flying, it's just all I can see is, oh, I'm not going to fit, or I'm going to go slightly offline, I'm going to crash. What I need to do is rein in my speed a little bit, because that's what happens when you don't. You hit a wall, or you get cocky, you hit a wall, the GoPro falls off and you lose all possibility of filming for the rest of the day. So, pros and cons, like I say. Successful flight, the battery I used after the one for the flight there. Got some nice shots in. The cloud came over, so it meant that when you were coming over the horizon, you weren't getting blinded by the sun temporarily. But I also had the added mistake of going right the way round this side of the building. Now, FPV cameras, unless you've got a really good system, don't go through about 18 foot of Scottish wall that's managed to survive for near on 900 years. So yeah, you've really just got to watch where you fly in the blind zones. Ideally you want to get up high on the structure that you're in. I was on one side, which makes the other side a blind side. Pros and cons: if you can get up high, get up high. And just have fun, everyone.